Sniping, one of Warzone's most popular weapons types, but the question is, what are the best weapons to use with snipers? The answer is weapons that are versatile and can be used effectively at close and mid-range. That description makes us need to find weapons that perform a little bit like SMGs and a little bit like assault rifles, and luckily for you, I found the top 5 sniper sport weapons that fit that description. And the 5th best sniper sport is the Vaznev 9K. We know it has the SMG part locked down with a super fast 539 millisecond time to kill up close, making it the 3rd best for SMGs, and it also has great movement, but where it really shines, making it a great sniper sport, is how ridiculously easy my setup is to aim with, while still maintaining its great movement. Just check this out. 10 meters, no problem. 25 meters, no problem. 50 meters, no problem. There's only 2 reasons that this weapon isn't higher on the list. First is that it's only good up to 25 meters with its time to kill before it falls off to 1001 milliseconds, or 1 second to put it simply. But it doesn't lower again all the way up until 57 meters. It's outclassed by every single AR from 25 to 35 meters. The second point is that the damage per mag is going to be low because it only has a 45 round mag, but this is one of my favorite sniper sports to use in duos and solos. For the class setup, we're going to start with this X10 Razor comp because it gives us horizontal and vertical recoil control, and that's why it's so easy to aim out to far ranges. Then we're going to use this Cast 1 barrel because it actually will increase our damage range and bullet velocity, so this actually allows us to use it out to 27.5 meters instead of 25, and that's a plus in my book. And then for the tuning on this, we're actually going to go towards recoil steadiness with plus 0.18, and then we're going to go towards ADS speed to keep it really nice up close by going to negative 0.18. Then we use the VX Pineapple because this helps us with recoil at long range, and it helps us with hip fire accuracy at close range. Then we use the 45 round mag like I hinted at earlier because this helps our damage per mag be the best it possibly can be. Finally, we got the True Tac Grip because this gives us the 2 most important movement stats up close, sprint to fire speed and ADS. But then for the tuning, what we do is we're going to go towards ADS at negative 0.32, and then we're going to go towards sprint to fire speed at negative 0.15. This is a fantastic combination of movement, accuracy, and time to kill for sniper support. The 4th best sniper support is the Minibak. It has good movement and good but not great time to kill up close at 552 milliseconds, but where it really separates itself from other submachine guns is that it has the best range, best damage per mag, and fastest reload of all the SMGs, making it one of the easier to use weapons in the game. And if you remember, the Vaznev 9K could only be used up to 25 meters with 4 attachments with a competitive time to kill, whereas the Minibak can be used up to 31.5 meters. It is the perfect sniper sport to use in trios and quads for people who want to be aggressive. This weapon is heavily slept on by the community as not only an SMG, but also as a sniper support. And if we look at the class setup, we're going to use the X10 Razor comp just like on the last class setup for that accuracy. Then we're going to use this Bach 9 279mm barrel because this gives us the damage range once again and the bullet velocity, which is going to push us out to 34.5 meters where we can use this Minibak very effectively. For the tuning, what we're going to do is go towards recoil steadiness at plus 0.37, and we're going to go towards ADS speed of negative 0.14, so we get movement and accuracy with the tuning. Then we're going to use the FSS OLV laser because it gives us the most important mobility stats of ADS and sprint to fire, and then it gives us a little bit of aiming stability, which helps our accuracy. Then we're going to use the Marquis R7 stock because it actually gives us better sprint speed as well as better aim down sight speed, just making it a more mobile gun all around. Then with the tuning, we're going to go towards ADS speed at negative 1.42, and then we're going to go towards aiming idle stability at plus 0.85. As you see with the tuning, we're going for accuracy and mobility. Then we use the Minibak Grip Mag because this is going to give us some more recoil control and going to make it really accurate so we can actually use it out to those 34.5 meters very easily. I spent a lot of time researching these weapons for you and getting these class setups, so if you could please get this video 50 likes, I'd appreciate it a lot, and subscribe if you want to keep up on the Warzone 2 meta. The 3rd best sniper sport is the RPK. Yes, you heard that right, an LMG is an elite sniper sport. That almost never happens, but the RPK is just broken, to put it simply. The time to kill up close is only 600 milliseconds, but SMGs are only going to outperform it within 10 meters, meaning from 11 meters to infinite range, the RPK will walk all over them. And you can have great movement on the RPK to make it equivalent to what a faster assault rifle feels like, while still having a weapon that is a beam out to 60 meters easily. And we can actually keep the 75 round mag on it, making it the perfect sniper sport for trios and quads, just like the Minibak. I couldn't believe it when my friend Love Pilly told me that the RPK was a great sniper sport, and you won't believe me either until you actually try this class setup out. We're going to start with this SA Leveler 55 muzzle, which is just our recoil control once again, and then we're going to go to the tuning towards our recoil stabilization of plus 0.15 and towards gun kick at plus 0.08. That's going to be our one attachment towards recoil. The rest are to get this gun moving quickly. So we're going to use this Cast 10 584 barrel. This is movement speed and ADS speed, and then we're going to tune it some more towards those things. We're going to get ADS at negative 0.1. We're going to go towards recoil steadiness at 0.1. Then we're going to use the FSSL V laser, you saw this on an earlier class, ADS speed and sprint to fire, the two most important movement stats up close, as well as some aiming idle stability. Now we're going to use this Pro Light TL3 stock, and this gives us sprint speed, aim walking speed, crouch movement speed, ADS speed, so we're actually going to have better sprinting speed when we're running with this, as well as improving our ADS once again. This gets the gun moving really quickly, and for the tuning, we're going to go negative 0.13 towards ADS speed, and negative 0.08 to aim walking movement speed. That's our strafe speed, and that's also very important up close to mid-range. Finally, we got the True Tac grip once again, which is sprint to fire speed and ADS. Our sprint to fire time is actually going to be very competitive with SMGs as well as our ADS speed with these attachments we use, and we're going to tune it some more. Actually going to help out the recoil a little bit because we still want to be accurate out to 60 meters. That's why we go plus 0.16 to recoil steadiness and plus 0.1 to aiming idle stability. Please go try this with your favorite sniper. You're not going to regret it. And the second best sniper sport is the Kastov 74U. This is an assault rifle with submachine gun movement and an SMG TTK up close at 552 milliseconds, equivalent to the Minibak that we put earlier on the list. The only difference is that you're going to need to hit chest shots on this one to get that time to kill, and that's how they nerfed it a while ago. But what it has is a 21 meter range of getting that time to kill, and that's over double the range of most submachine guns, while still having great movement and an accurate weapon. But you can only use it out to 35.5 meters before the time to kill becomes atrocious, so the 74U is basically the Minibak with more range, but worse damage per mag. That means rock the 74U in duos and rock the Minibak in quads. In the class setup, the muzzle is going to be the X10 Havoc 90 muzzle, the horizontal and vertical recoil that we've been using on our previous sniper sports, and for the tuning we go towards recoil stabilization at plus 0.49, we go towards gun kick at plus 0.25. And then for the barrel, we're going to be going towards that movement speed and ADS again. We're trying to make this thing feel as much like a sub as possible while still keeping its accuracy and range. So for the tuning, we're going to go towards that accuracy at plus 0.13 and towards that ADS at negative 0.26. FSSL V laser, we already know what this is. ADS, sprint to fire, and aiming idle stability helps the accuracy and the two most important mobility stats up close. Next up, we got the VX Pineapple. You saw this on a class setup earlier. It gives us the hip fire accuracy for up close, and it gives us the recoil steadiness at range, and we're not going to be tuning it. And finally, the 45 round mag, the biggest magazine to make the damage per mag as good as possible. The best sniper sport is the STB 556. If you guys saw my video from a couple weeks ago, you already know this was the best sniper sport. It's absolutely broken. It's an assault rifle, but it has a faster time to kill than every single submachine gun in Warzone 2 up close. It also can be used all the way up to 47 meters before the time to kill falls off. At 46 meters, you're still going to have a 729 millisecond time to kill, which beats out every AR and LMG outside of the Kastov 762 and RPK. Now the problem with the STB is that you don't have SMG mobility like the 74U did naturally, meaning that we're going to have to build the weapon out to help its movement instead of its recoil. But there's one thing. It's still super easy to aim with my setup, and we got the STB moving fast with great range and a great time to kill, so now there's only one problem with it. The 42 round mag that makes the damage per mag not good enough for quads, but that's okay. I already gave you two sniper sports for quads earlier in the Minibak and RPK. Just use the STB 556 in trios and below, and you're going to be wiping teams with ease. Since the STB is the #1 sniper sport, I'm going to give you two builds for it. This one is going to be the one that's extra mobile that makes it feel like a great SMG, and we're going to go with the X10 Havoc 90, which is the horizontal and vertical recoil control. Then we're going to go to this Bruin S901 barrel, and this gives us movement speed and ADS, where we're going to tune it towards recoil steadiness at plus 0.19 and towards ADS at negative 0.13. Then we're going to use the Corona Mini Pro because I don't love the iron sights, and this just helps me hit my shots a lot better with it. And for the tuning, we're going to go towards ADS speed at negative 1.84, and we're going to bring the eye position all the way to close. Next, we're going to use this Bruin MX9 stock, and this gives us crouch movement speed, sprint speed, and ADS. So we're getting the mobility up with this. And then for the tuning, we're going to go towards ADS speed at negative 1.42. Then we'll go towards aiming idle stability at plus 1.39. So we're keeping the accuracy up as well as the mobility, and then the 42 round mag. Now we're going to go to the STB 556 setup that's a little bit more accurate but still has good mobility. We're going to go with the Echoless 80 muzzle that gives us bullet velocity, damage range, and recoil smoothness, and we're going to then tune it towards recoil smoothness at plus 0.95 and then all the way over to bullet velocity. Then we'll skip over the barrel that hurt our recoil control and just use this laser, the VLK LZR, that gives us aim down sight speed and sprint to fire as well as aiming stability. Then we're going to use the Corona Mini Pro again because, like I said, I don't like the iron sights, and we go go -1.84 towards ADS, and we go all the way over to the close eye position. Then I'll use the Bruin Q900 rear grip, and this is going to be the only one that hurts a recoil control, but it gives us super important things in sprint to fire and ADS speed. And then we're going to actually go towards ADS speed at -0.19 and sprint to fire speed at -0.22, and of course we have on the 42 round mag. This is the STB I would use if you're a slightly lower skilled player. And if you still need some more Warzone 2 help, please make sure to click on this video right here to see what you should be using. Peace.